Okay, so I will give you a presentation about Bologna. From Dortmund to Bologna, you can see Dortmund on the top, and the travel will be maybe short enough to reach Bologna, which is in the north part of Italy, north center part of Italy. And Bologna is very close to the sea on the east and the west coast, so you can reach from Bologna the sea very easily, as well as the main city of Italy. So, for example, Venice is 1.5 hours from Bologna. Milan is 1 hour by train from Bologna. Florence is 35 minutes by train, as well as Rome, which is 2 hours by train. So it's a very strategic position to reach all the best places in Italy. This is just an overview of how Bologna likes. And the idea is that Bologna is a very medieval city, which still preserve the characteristic of the medieval age. And I'm sure that you can see very nice places if you go around Bologna. And Bologna is also famous for the two towers that are the biggest tower that remains in Bologna since the medieval age. There are still other towers, but this is the tallest one that are still there. So you can visit, and you can also go up to the main tower. There are about 500 steps to go up. And just to give you an idea, Bologna is famous for the tower because ancient families built the tower in order to show their power. And this is how Bologna looked like in the past, in the medieval age. So only few of the towers remain. Is a sort of New York City for the medieval age. Coming back to the university, or starting talking about the university, so the university in Bologna is really old. It's founded in the 11th, 12th century. It was started by some people that started to meet and to discuss together about important aspects. And this is the way how the university founded. Now, in the first century, nowadays, Unibo is the first multi-campus university scheme in Italy. So we have several other places, and not only in Bologna, around the region, where there are department of the Bologna University. So about the ranking, Bologna is quite well ranked in the world. Of course, is not the best one, but is in a good position. So the university has a lot of departments. We have 31 departments. And one of these is the Department of Physics, where you will study if you select this program, and which is the Department of Physics and Astronomy, and is located downtown in the city center. So Bologna is quite a huge university, and there are also some PhD program giving the opportunity not only to study at the master level, but also to continue in the PhD program. Okay, the Italian system is a particular study. So you will study this second level master degree, because you have to remember that if you join this program, you will get the Italian master degree. And this Italian master degree is the second level master degree in the level of the three level of study, where the PhD is the third level. The Department of Physics and Astronomy is an old building. I'm sitting here inside one of these, the office of this building. Is an historical building, as I told you, and is in the corner of, let's say, the main city, the old city. So it's very close to downtown. You can walk 10 minutes and you can reach the main square of the city. We have also other building where there is the headquarters that is just outside the main part of the city, where there is other office and laboratories, and so you will go there for sure if you come here. Also, there are some classrooms. And then there is a very other part of the department, which is an old part, which is the Specular Tower, This is another tower in Bologna where there was an old observatory, astronomer observatory, and from which there is inside a very interesting museum that you can visit if you will come to Bologna. Then we have another building outside, which is mainly populated by astronomers nowadays, which is a new building, but is outside the city. So regarding the Department of Physical Astronomy is a quite huge structure, which integrates almost 500 researchers that are studying different field of research. We will speak about that. But one of the main characteristics of the department is that inside there are infrastructure of the INFN, which is the Istituto Nazionale di Fisica Nucleare, is the National Institute of Nuclear Physics, which is the main founding agency for particle physics. And also we host the National Computing Center for the INFN, which is one of the biggest national center in computing. For example, a lot of part of the Large Hadron Collider data are analyzed here in Bologna. So the department, as I told you, is quite huge and hosts all the main field of research: applied physics, atmospheric physics, astrophysics, nuclear subnuclear physics, which is particle physics, theoretical physics, physics of Earth, physics of condensed matter, and physics of the education and history of physics. Regarding the research area in particle physics, maybe there is a unique department like that in Italy, maybe also in the world, because we host researchers that work in all the 4 experiments in particle physics. And so Atlas, Alice, CMS, and LSB, but we have also neutrino physics, nuclear physics, with several experiments, astroparticle physics and cosmology, and also activity in R&D, detector, and computing. Bologna is also the place where there is one of the biggest European computing center. It is called Technopole, and it hosts several computing activities by European and not only European research institution, and the INFN Computing Center is now hosted in this biggest place. So you will have the opportunity to visit it for sure. It's still in construction, but most of the work is already done. And there is also a famous computing service, which is called Leonardo, which is one of the most powerful computers in the world. So regarding the semester in Bologna, regarding the study, you will study in Bologna in the second year, at the first semester. And the introduction day in Bologna will be someday in September in 2025, and the course will start immediately after, and they will end in December. So there is the exam period between January and February, and the focus of study in Bologna will be particle physics and computer science. I will be quickly go to the various courses. With courses generally see, but also there is a part of the course that is dedicated to the neutrino physics. Then there is a course that is also held by me, that is in phenomenology and experimental flavor physics. This is split in 2 courses. You will get information about the flavor physics in the quark and the neutrino sector. And the idea is to give you phenomenological, but also experimental overview in this field. Then there is a course in computer science for energy physics, which is the focus here in Bologna. And this is split in 5 modules. One is dedicated to computing, programming, and to the infrastructure for scientific applications. So you will understand what means making computing in a big computing center or in a cloud. And then there is other modules with exercise on computing activities and the lab activities on in doing data analysis in particle physics, and the course that is dedicated to the probability. And most of the concept that you will learn here about the probability will be done in the lab courses and exercise courses. Finally, you will get a course that is a preparation for scientific research and internship orientation. So this course is dedicated to the orientation for the internship. That is the last step of the program. You will get 10 hours of frontal lecture in order to get some skills to do mainly data analysis and to prepare your final examination. So Bologna is about the life in Bologna is an important agricultural, industrial, and financial and transport hub. Is in the middle of Italy, and a lot of the main transportation comes from Bologna. So it has a very old tradition to be one of the most important cities in Italy, especially for the activities, also for mixture of cultural presence here in Bologna. And so you will get nowadays is becoming quite a touristic place, especially dedicated to the food. So you will have a very nice places where to eat, to drink outside in the city, and is famous for two nicknames. Is called La Dotta, which means the learned one, because host thousands of students, but also by to be the fat one, La Grassa. And this is referring to the cuisine, to the rich cuisine that is mostly, I mean, quite heavy cuisine, and this is the reason why it's called the fat one. But it's very good. So I believe that if we join the program, your semester in Bologna will be very nice, and you will have a lot of fun. So I have not a slide about the accommodation, because the accommodation in Bologna is a very critical aspect. By the way, the last cohort of students managed to get it, to achieve and to have accommodation. So the best way, if you will join the program, and you will have 1 year, because unfortunately we don't have a dedicated service to pre-book, will be to get in contact with the